Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across a video where a black woman was talking about how, like she was out having a good time, and somebody saw that she was playing music because it was at a beach, right? She was there having a good time playing her music. Somebody left every other seat just to come and sit beside her, right? And at the same time telling her to turn off her music. Like, of all places to see, it was beside that young lady, and then decided to ask her to turn off the music. And I love the fact that she stood on business and did not turn off the music. Shout out to her. And then I am getting into all these people that have been coming out saying that Kamala Harris, she has been doing this. A black woman, because they always look for a way to hold on to that black, because anything that got to do with black people is always worldwide. Like, you reign more than every other thing, saying that Kamala Harris, a black woman, she has been dropping boom boom in Gaza, right? And I am asking, where did he get that from? The truth is that some people are forgetting that Kamala Harris is still the vice president of United States, not the president of United States. And the fact that they are pushing the responsibility of a president towards her, it's kind of alarming. It shows that some people do not understand politics, right? Because you have an acting president. How come you are blaming the vice president that there is a limit to what she can do? You all should call your president. Let's get into this video.
Whether it's a Democratic senator or a Republican senator, that senator is still owned by the same special interest lobby groups, which fund both parties. Okay, true, but what if the senator was gay? Look, whether it's a Democratic president or a Republican president, that president is still going to drop bombs on Gaza. Okay, true, but what if the president ordering bombs to be dropped on Gaza was a black female? Whether it's a Democratic president or a Republican president, that president is still going to drop bombs on Gaza. Okay, true, but what if the president ordering bombs to be dropped on Gaza was a black female?
Just because you put the words critical thinking on screen doesn't mean that we're going to believe that there was actually any critical thinking involved. You can have a conversation about the amount of money being sent overseas. No American president is dropping bombs on Gaza. It's hard for me to even believe that you actually care about Gaza, because you're not organizing against the candidate running who said that he would love to see Gaza turned into a parking lot and that he hopes that Netanyahu finishes the job. That's not who you hopped on here to attack, which is odd to me. No, oddly enough, you came on here to attack the only presidential candidate in the race who supports a ceasefire. And weirdly, you made it about her being black, which I will note, the vice president has been all over the news for the fact that she does not want to talk about her race. The only one talking about her race is y'all. And by y'all, I mean the Republicans who are using her race as a gross justification as to why they think that she's not ready for the job. And oddly enough, leftists who are on the same side of them, acting as though we're only trying to elect Vice President Harris because she's black. None of us have said that. That's just you saying that. So yeah, I don't know, if I were you, I would actually be a little bit concerned. I would evaluate a couple of things if I, looked at some of the things that I was saying and I realized that I was saying some of the same things that are Republican and racist talking points. As for myself and those of us who actually care about the future of this country, I'm actually voting for the president. It's obvious I'm a black woman. But I'm supporting the vice president, not because she's a black woman, but because this election, there are two choices in this election. Someone who supports the freedoms that we have grown to enjoy, whether we agree with each other or not, or the person who said that he's going to be a dictator on day one, wants to arrest anyone who said, or worked to beat him in 2020, people who he feels like wronged him, lawyers, activists like yourself, revolutionaries, who came out and said that he didn't win the election. He's meanwhile on social media saying that when he's elected, he's going to come and arrest these people. So I hope that you are enjoying the freedom that you have now to hop on the internet and make this election about a black woman in a way that nobody else is making it about her race except the people who disagree with her. I would evaluate that. And then, I don't know, maybe figure out, what your new prison hobby is for when the former president strolls back into office with your help, of course, because you've been doing a bang-up job convincing everyone that there is no difference in between any of the parties and any of the choices on the ballot. So I hope that that's fulfilling and works out for you.
I need more people mad at white people. The reason we are where we are today when it comes to every policy known to man being overturned by the Supreme Court justices is because of white people. The reason Trump got elected in the first place is because of white people. Because a majority of white people vote Republican. At least 50%, at least 49%. Obviously, that turns into tens of thousands of voters. In some cases, the vast majority of voters within certain states. And yet, every election season, somehow it's black and brown people's fault. Somehow it's the next generation's fault. Somehow it's everyone else's fault but the person who got us here to begin with. And this isn't to sit here and talk about the lesser of two evils bullshit. This is to say that going out of your way to vote for the overtly racist fascist is certainly a choice. It's certainly a decision that mostly white people have committed to doing for years. These are the same people that voted Reagan into office, who objectively ruined the rest of the world from wherever we were going. Right when Reagan got into office, the world changed for the worst. So to all the people making voting content, to all the people trying to drill people to vote for Biden, if your entire prerogative is electoral politics and voting, you should be talking to white people. Go take that shit over there, because I don't give a damn. I'm not the one who got us here in the fucking first place.
So I'm at the beach in Miami, minding my own business, blasting music from my speaker, having a good old time. And this Caucasian woman comes to sit right next to me. She takes out a book and starts reading, and within 10 seconds turns to me and says, "Excuse me, would you mind turning that down?" I paused. I looked at my speaker that I just purchased, by the way, like $100. Thought about my Pandora playlists, I spent time making. Mind you, I was on the beach for 2-3 days. The weather was crap. This was the one moment that the sun was out shining. I was vibing, had my XL swim on, my swimsuit. And I remembered in therapy that no is a complete sentence. So I turned to her and I said exactly that. I said, "No." And I turned back, put my head up, and continued to enjoy my moment. So I hear from the corner of my mouth something like, "Are you serious?" And I took a deep breath because, yes, I did feel, a little pang of just getting worked up a little bit, a little anxiety. Like, I don't like confrontation. But at the same time, this is not a private beach. There are probably hundreds of chairs, if not thousands, that she can move to. I'm relaxing. I'm enjoying my time. I'm enjoying my space. I'm not going to turn my music down to accommodate you. So within the next few minutes, I looked over at some point and she was gone. And then another few minutes after that, there was people to my left, people to my right, people behind me, people in front of me. And people were vibing to my music and enjoying their time. People of different races, different cultures, everything, including some other white people, were chilling, vibing with me. So this isn't a race thing, but I've noticed it's a people thing. And sometimes in life, people will try to minimize you or control what you got going on to accommodate what they got going on. And you don't have to abide by that. And the people that are comfortable with your music or your art or whatever it is that you need to do to feel good will gravitate towards you. But you do not have to stop what you're doing to allow someone else to be comfortable. And it's not fun to put your boundaries out there sometimes, but it's necessary. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because in my trip That was the only day in time that I had to enjoy the sun, enjoy my music, enjoy my vacation exactly the way that I wanted to, as my God given right on this planet. Live your life. Live your life unapologetically.
So this is all I got from this video, and the truth is that some people will always look for a way to provoke you, and when you react, right, they pick that, like, why do you have to react, and then forgetting that they are the reason why you reacted the way you reacted. Now it's okay for how many weeks, or yeah, for how many weeks it's just been people, like, throwing shades and saying all sorts about Kamala Harris. These people are the same people that have not said anything to their own person. See, they are getting something wrong, and it looks like this really need to be addressed. So far, Joe Biden is still the president of United States, because last I checked. Because sincerely speaking, I think I don't know if I am getting it all wrong, or maybe, like, the way they come out to, like, make or talk about Kamala Harris, or make it look like Kamala Harris is such a horrible person, making it look like she has been the one ruling United States and not doing anything. And then I checked for how many years it's still been Joe Biden, right? Just a few weeks ago that he stepped down and, like, handing over to her, like, for presidential pursuit and all that. So far, people have let the person that they are supposed to be calling their president to ask him questions. Now, because this woman is the one, like, everybody's all up in her business and all that. I understand that people are, like, so much all up in her business because, I mean, she is a huge threat to them, because, like, how can a brilliant, smart woman, someone that is well to do and all that, come out? So there's been so many stories flying around, forgetting that they are supposed to hold their president responsible for so many things happening. So far, they've been blaming her for throwing, like, I mean, there are some things you hear, you are asking yourself, why are these people so shallow-minded, right? See, like I keep saying, I am not supporting anybody or something, but I know what politics is like, how you are supposed to not blame someone else. Because I don't see how people are blaming her, because I don't know if they really understand that there is a limit to what a vice president can do, as long as there is an acting president. So as it stands, we have an acting president, and do not channel your energy to vice president when you still have a president. I don't know if that makes sense, right? And then a very big shout out to the Black woman who said she was enjoying her time, I mean, like, in an open space, and somebody saw every other spaces to see. She was all alone playing music, right? And she was having a good time. Somebody left all the spaces, every other place, came to her to tell her to, I mean, like, open her book, told her to turn off the music. Like, are you people okay? Are you people okay? Some people I hope I do not get people saying that she should have turned what down, when there are other seats somewhere she would have gone to sit down without, I mean, like, going back and forth. I love the fact that she stood her ground, and that is what we call standing on business. A very big shout out to her. And to everybody coming out to say stories like Kamala Harris, I am really sick and tired of seeing you all saying that that woman is dropping, like, boom boom on some people. I mean, you all can do better. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.